Green flags. A few years ago, I was throwing a bunch of parties. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to. I was the external vice president of my fraternity, which meant get others to know about the fraternity. So, I started hosting events. I threw a tailgate, a talent show, and a dance show centered around Asian, South Asian culture. Each event had 300 to 500 people show up. I was feeling great. The job was going smooth. Until there was a problem. I had enough time remaining in the school year for one more event, and I wanted to finish strong. But I had no clue what to host. One day, I met up with a former external vice president. I asked him for suggestions. He asked, "Did you think about bringing back the red light, green light party?" I was like, "What's that?" Then he explained a concept that blew my mind. The concept was simple. Couples wear red clothes, single people wear green clothes. This would reduce the chances of people in relationships getting hit on and single people getting overlooked. You know, an idea is brilliant when you feel it in your body. And I was feeling sensations in my body. I was like, we are bringing this party back. As I spent the next few weeks planning it, one day I thought, how awkward would it be if 98% of the attendees wore red and 2% wore green? That would make it awkward for the single people and pretty much destroy the theme of the party. Luckily, that's not what happened. There were more green people who showed up. I was recently thinking about that memory and thought, how often do we hear the phrase, red flag? Red flags are traits that display possible toxicity. And being able to spot red flags is a sign of street smarts. But one phrase I never hear is green flag, traits that display possible purity. I believe by incorporating green flag within one's vocabulary, it will allow a person to make a holistic decision regarding someone. Because if only red flags exist in your world, then you are going to be analyzing someone with the intention of finding just one thing that makes them flawed. But here's the thing. All humans are flawed. On the other hand, if you have the phrase green flag in your arsenal, then you aren't as impulsive. Don't ignore the red flags, of course, but don't overlook the good either. Just like I would have been upset if most of the guests wore red, I would be equally as upset if I'm only looking for the red.